SegaSoft, originally headquartered in Redwood City, California and later San Francisco, was a joint venture by Sega and CSK, created to develop and publish single-player and multiplayer games for the PC and Sega Saturn, primarily in the North American market. SegaSoft was founded in 1995 and lasted until 2000, when the company was restructured into Sega.com, Inc. SegaSoft was responsible for, among other things, the Heat.net multiplayer game system, and publishing the last few titles made by Rocket Science Games. Incomplete list of SegaSoft titles: 10-6, Bug 2, Cosmopolitan Virtual Makeover, Emperor of the Fading Suns, Fatal Abyss, Flesh Feast, Lose Your Marbles, Grossology, Netfighter, Obsidian, Plane Crazy, Rocket Jockey, Sacred Pools, Scud, The Disposable Assassin, Scud, Industrial Evolution, Skies, The Space Bar, Three Dirty Dwarfs, Trampoline Fractured Fairy Tales, A Frog Prince, Vigilance, Zombie Dinner, Heat.net. Heat.net was an online PC gaming system produced by SegaSoft, Sega's PC game division. Heat.net hosted both Sega-published first- and second-party games, as well as popular third-party games of their era, such as Quake 2 or Baldur's Gate. Heat.net was based on a licensed version of the M-Player Internet multiplayer gaming system, which was later bought by GameSpy. The currency in the gaming system was degrees, earned through playing games, game-related or general trivia contests, viewing ads, or other actions. Heat.net had a loyalty program, in which members, known as Foot Soldiers, received shirts and Heat.net dog tags. Heat.net was also the home of a collegiate gaming league called HeatSegal. Students from 1,100 registered schools would play Quake 2 or Unreal Tournament in teams representing their colleges, with playoffs at the end of the season. The championship team received $5,000. The league also gave away a $5,000 Excellence in Gaming college scholarship and $600 for each player in their All-Star tournament. Heat.net's degree system would pay players to play. One would receive degrees per hour spent online playing. All players would accumulate degrees, however only players who were premium members could spend them and not have their degree count reset at the end of the month. Degrees could be spent online first at a Heat.net-run store where players had a small selection of games and computer-related items to pick from. Later Heat.net partnered with the large website Chips and Bits online game superstore, which allowed players a vast selection of games, hardware and even magazine subscriptions. In September 2000, it was announced that Heat.net and HeatSegal would be shutting down on October 31, 2000. This was due in large part to financial difficulties. At the current time, the average player had $10 worth of degrees or more in their account, however was only paying $5 a month as premium membership fee. Abuse of Heat.net was rampant near the end, as players would leave their computers logged into Heat.net all day and night even when not at the computer themselves. Players could easily make $4 or more a day from Heat.net to spend online. Numerous players would set up Quake second games where you could see 30 or more players at night, simply logged in and no one playing. In an attempt to stop this behavior, Heat.net created a parking police, which would go around looking for such rooms. However, players who were smart would go to the lobby, which allowed players to play such games as StarCraft over a fake LAN while still being logged into Heat.net. Many players would simply launch the game launcher and let it hang. Thus no game was run, but no Heat.net staff could tell if they were playing or not. In an attempt to save Heat.net, the value of degrees were cut by 80%, however at this point the damage had been irreversible. Also an issue which saw the end of Heat.net was that new games had their own built-in browsers and no longer were using matchmaking sites like Heat.net. Quake 3 Arena being one such game at the time. In the news in June 2008, CNET hailed Heat.net as one of the greatest defunct websites in history. Partial list of games supported on Heat.net. Sega published titles 1 OSIX, Fatal Abyss, Flesh Feast, Godzilla Online, Net Fighter, Plane Crazy, Scud, Industrial Evolution, Vigilance. Third-party titles: Age of Wonders, Army Men, Baldur's Gate, Battlezone, Darkstone, Deathdrome, Descent, Diablo, Duke Nukem 3D, Gate, Medieval Heroes of Might and Magic 3, MechWarrior 2, 31st Century Combat, Narm, Quake, Quake 2, Red Alert, Redline, Sin, Unreal Tournament, Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness, Kingpin, Life of Crime, Total Annihilation.